Hello, my name is Dede Christopher, and I've been an illustrator within the New Urbanism community for many years, since 1996. A graduate professor of mine, Mark Schiminti, was one of the original founders, and he introduced me to the charrette process by inviting me on a couple of his early charrettes, and then I continued to work with many other very talented people within the New Urbanism, and it's just been an absolute honor over the years. So the first image you see before you is the Dexter Avenue proposal for a competition for a large building combining the Children's Museum, a library, and office space downtown. It also needed to solve a very crowded and confusing intersection there, and this terminated vista of this very important and very busy area. There's a fountain as a focal point, and then widening the sidewalks, trying to create a sense of procession to this very important new building that they wanted to add to their downtown. The second image is an El Paso streetscape. It was for the Medical Centers of the Americas, very large campus. And with this illustration, we were trying to show that you could have a very large campus, but a very walkable, inviting campus. Wider sidewalks, narrow streets, lots of glazing. But in El Paso, as we know, the climate is very harsh and the sun is very strong. So it was very important to show a lot of sun shading devices within the proposed buildings. This was blocked out, as was the earlier rendering, blocked out in SketchUp, overlaid with vellum and inked, and then copied onto watercolor paper and painted. The third image is the Pepper Hall Main Street view. There were some really attractive existing historical buildings that were doing quite well downtown, but the road configuration just created a lot of traffic. It was very difficult for pedestrians to move around safely. And so this image shows creating a roundabout at the center of this divided downtown with a 4-lane boulevard leading up to the roundabout. And then angled parking for ease to get as many parking spaces as they could off the street, wider sidewalks, and then trying to create activity zones that could enhance the existing buildings that were there, as well as new proposed infill structures. Thank you.